Hi Aquarius, welcome in. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I am Carol Assett, and I'm here with your manifestation, activation, chakra cleanse, frequency activation, and tarot reading for the month of August 2025. I've already performed the chakra cleanse. You can find the link to the Google Drive file with all of the negative thought releases and positive thought implant information in the description box of this YouTube video or in the comments of this Facebook video. If you're on any other platform, you'll need to navigate to YouTube or Facebook to find the chakra cleanse information. Okay, number one. Number two, I go in with the Sacred Geometry Oracle Activation Deck by Lawn, and I find what frequencies are available for our manifestations for us to channel and direct into our manifestations consciously. I use a spread based on the 7 Hermetic Principles of Manifestation. Then I go in and I use the Rider-Waite-Smith system to get a few storylines. We will see what resonates for you and what doesn't. Use your discernment. At the end of this video, we will go in with the All Things Intuitive Oracle system and we will get some straight channeled messages. This cleanse and video, this activation is for the archetype of Aquarius. Wherever you experience the energy of Aquarius in your personal natal chart or with your work, this is a co-creative effort, and I trust you if you would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everyone involved. If you meet that prerequisite, then let's get started. 7 cards, please, for the archetype of Aquarius, August 2025. Please, Spirit, 7 cards. I'm hearing the song Miracle by Paramore. We've got our activation cards. Let's get a wave of tarot so we have a little something to start with. Spirit, what is it in the highest living light, please? Whoa! Hold on. The channeled messages are coming through. Excuse me. I had to blow my nose there for a second, okay? The messages are coming through. My body's clearing its channels. So let's get 7 more cards and we'll get into the meat and potatoes of this reading. Let's go. 7 cards, please, Spirit, in the highest living light. I'm not going to let you give up on a miracle. Let's go. Okay. Because it might save you. That's what she says. Because it might save you. I've got to listen to her new album. Here we are in the headspace. The first position here is the principle of mentalism. What you think about you will attract here. Number 20, discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Discernment. In the highest loving light, discernment. And so it is here with the 9 of Pentacles. So you've vibrated up, you've in this frequency of discernment. So you're like, I just see a static frequency of discernment. Let's see the shape here. So I just see a face, I see a head, I see 2 eyes here, and I see beautiful protective bubble around your head. Your face almost like an astronaut. But then at this side and this side, I see almost integration of both your light and your dark, or maybe some different, these different sides here. So this is quite beautiful. Let's see. We've already talked about this, right? So the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom here. With the Nine of Pentacles, you are wondering, how can I be more, how can I trust myself to you were wondering, how can I make these choices to be independent? The Nine of Pentacles has got to do with an independent, particularly feminine energy. Somebody who's independent, but then has everything that they need to receive. So they're not only, and then what they receive, they make more of it and more of it and more of it. So in the world today, I see it's hard, not hard, but so many people are not in touch with their own discernment. And I see that you have managed to vibrate up into this frequency of discernment. This is promising. This is very good for you. So if I wanted to become an empowered, single, independent woman here, because that's the archetype of this card, in the world, discernment would have to be on 10 in this world. That is definitely, women are not, every time I've had 17 cars in my life. Every time I've ever taken my car to a mechanic, they tried to trick me every single time. We women, we've got to be discerning here in the world, okay? So, and I see that you wanted to do that, and it's happening. So, all right, let's keep going here in the heart space. We have got the frequency of belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. Believe. I love that it looks like a compass. Here we go. With the Father of Cups, this is the King of Cups here. So in the heart space, you have resonated up into this frequency of belief. Hold on. Aquarius, I'm getting into your energy and my body is rejecting something. So there's some, you need to do cleanses. You need to say your prayers. Okay, darling? So here we are. So with belief in the heart space, now you've got number 11, belief, and so I like it because it looks like a compass, honestly. And then you've got the Father of Cups. So this is an inspired action that you believe in your own discernment. I see. So you are able, maybe you're able to get into this discerning energy because in the heart space, you were open up enough to believe, which is not easy in a world. Well, sometimes this is beautiful. It's interchangeable. I love it. So you're able to believe, and I see that. So, okay. So I see that you've got this going on because of the sacral chakra and the principle of polarity. So you wanted to be discerning so that you can have whatever it is that you believed in the heart space. There is something that you believe in. There's some experience. There's some way of living. There's some quality of life or quality of experience that you feel is for you. You just believe it. It's always been there. You believe it because it's yours. You're halfway there or something like this. And the energy is that you're going to go after this lovingly with the Father of Cups. Very decided. This is a decided energy. I'm going to go after what I believe in my heart and to walk by faith, not by sight. And actually I'm feeling terrified. I'm feeling courage all in the heart space. So this is wonderful because you sat with it. You sat with the fear and you transmuted it into courage. This is how we gain momentum. We sit with the fear and move through the fear and transmute it into courage. And I see that by doing such a thing, accepting yourself and so this is figurative as a woman, as figurative, accepting that your feminine energy needed to be more discerning so that it could be independent, and then understanding, I believe in this, but having a trust in yourself. So, and I think it's really beautiful, but it's so strange because I see this big step, like one, you know how they say one leap for man, or one leap for man, one giant leap for mankind, or something like this. Well, I see this was a huge leap because in order for you to get into the discerning energy and everything else, this was solar plexus energy that needed to be activated, but actually you have got sacral energy. So you had to be so fucking vulnerable here. So let's move forward in the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. You have got the frequency of the sacral chakra. And this is also equated to the third eye chakra. So you had to feel your passions. You had to feel your sacred energy. And that, for some reason, I'm feeling that was scary to you. You felt fearful to create. Maybe it just felt too good. When I would create, it would feel so good to me, and I was always discouraged because people couldn't understand how happy I was. So I just see this energy of as above, so below, that you were maybe praying, that you were wanting to create, have this place, have this discernment to be able to create this life of your own. And so we'll just get this activated here. The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Sacral chakra. So it's paired here with the 2 of coins. This has to do with decision making. Okay, so you are now making choices as to what gets you going, what turns you on, what lights your fire, what are you passionate about. You had these passions in the sky, and it was funny that I was hearing Miracle by Paramore, and now I'm hearing Castles, and when she's saying the song about castles in the sky. Well, you had these passions in the sky. It was like in a secret place of yours. And I see that by choosing to be discerning, by starting to really believe in yourself, you're so brave, crossed that threshold into courage, bypassed the solar plexus and said, I'm going to create it. You didn't need that. I thought you were going to need it, but I see that you didn't, and now you're making your choices here. You're just binary. I just see like choices, like binary choices with the sacral energy. So you're just feeling it. You're whatever your passion is pulling you to or pushing you away from. This is how you're making your choices. That is what I see. Moving forward in the principle of cause and effect, what did you change, Aquarius? Number 24, Earth. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Earth, number 24. Let's activate it. With the moon. So there's this energy where you went to Mother Gaia, you went out into the earth, maybe did some grounding, I don't know. What did you change? You went into the deep subconscious. You've got the moon card here. So the moon is, I believe, Pisces or Cancer energy. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. So this was very meaningful. You went out into the woods somewhere. You went out into nature. You went into the woods somewhere. I don't know if it was under the night sky. I don't know if it was in the energy of a certain full or something moon or something having to do with your transits in your own birth chart. I don't know. But I am feeling a full body change, a leap. What did you change? You did a quantum leap. You earthed and went through some sort of portal here with the trees. My God, I just see it. And by going, so in order to do a quantum leap, so we just all go after our dreams, right? Everybody's always improving and everybody's always coming to the next milestone in our career, the next badge or the next trophy or whatever it is. We're hitting our own limitations and bypassing, and this is beautiful, it's good, we love to challenge ourselves. So, and then our lives change. They incrementally, we upgrade in our life and we move through different crowds and align in different areas. So, but what seems like it happened here is that it was such a gigantic quantum leap. You had to let go of deep subconscious things, very deep. And there was an experience here that made you realize that your discernment was not on point. You prayed for discernment. You grounded yourself. I don't know. I'm hearing Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars. I don't know what you did, darling, but it seems like you have got the support of the dark side of the moon here and Earth. Make sure that you continue to ground and make sure that you are drinking plenty of water, especially when you're interacting with my work, because I did do a full negative belief cleanse, and that is kind of like what needs to be done. These deep beliefs that are keeping us tethered to an old paradigm, those codes are outdated for you, darling. They were not working for you anymore. You realized it and you used your will in your conscious awareness, and you took a step through some type of portal here, okay, and that changed you, and it brought up a lot. So there was probably a lot of purging, and probably a lot of confronting of your own demons or addictions here moving forward, because we see here the third eye chakra and what won't be changed with the principle of gender, since we need gender to reproduce. Third eye chakra number 6. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination and our psychic powers. The third eye chakra number 6. Paired with the devil. So this is not gonna change. You're gonna have to deal with the material world. You're gonna have to deal with money. Like, if you're like me, I honestly I avoid dealing with money because it's so confusing to me. But if I want to be discerning and have money and independence in the world and safety, then I'm going to have to deal with these things. That's just a personal sink here. So for you, what is up in your third eye chakra? You're going to have to use your projection. You're going to have to use your art, your imagination magic. You're going to have to really just blow the dust off of that third eye and start projecting into the world, because your sacral chakra is here associated with the third eye chakra. So whatever you are feeling the most passionate about, you're definitely going to manifest it. And it seems like you have got passions for some feelings in the world. You may really need to express your passions with another person. You may really need to get into the real nitty gritty of the world. Maybe you want to go hiking. Maybe you want to, I don't know, do a mud run. Maybe, I don't know, this is somebody like you've got earth in this, what did you change here? And now this is Capricorn earth energy. With the third eye chakra, the third eye is the upper chakra, but you are just grounding it, because everything you're bringing through your third eye, you're making these choices like this. I just see binary sorting. I see like your higher self is like, this would work better for the timeline, this would not. All right, push her in this direction. All right, that person goes this way. All right, put him in the room with that person. They just need to pass by each other. They don't need to say anything or talk. This is just as grand, divinely planned, giving you every single tiny little spark that you need in your experience, so that the sacral chakra, as above so below, could be then brought down here, and that you could really get into the sensory experience of life, and understand that you're bringing that in through your third eye chakra, and use your discernment. You can trust yourself not to get codependent. We're here on earth to live and to enjoy the finer things in life. So it has to do with the people that you're around, because inevitably we pick up, especially if you are neurodivergent, you will pick up from other people, their behaviors, because we mimic so that we can fit into the society that isn't built for us, this kind of person who has a different neurotype. So you've got to be careful with your become an amalgamation of the 5 energies that you spend the most time with. And so, but I see that you are discerning here, that you are, Spirit wants you to know, start manifesting the things that you want to experience. The time is now. You're not getting any younger. That's a sync for me too. Moving forward, let's drink. In your overall vibration, in your overall rhythm, how you go through the rhythms of your days, how you go through the rhythm of your heart, the rhythm of your thinking. It could be even your circadian rhythms. It could be the rhythm that you travel. It could be the actual rhythm. You may be an artist, a musician, something like this. You may tap your fingers on the table all day, and it may give you such comfort and rhythm. Who knows how you experience with this principle of rhythm, but inevitably, everything has a rhythm, and I equate this to how you go in and out of your creative flow. This is a manifestation activation, and you have got the heart chakra. 3 chakras are being activated here. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Heart chakra. Thank you, God in heaven, here with the 3 of Cups. So it seems like you are maybe connecting with 2 other entities outside of yourself, or maybe you're just like really enjoying yourself or something. You might be with your family. You might be just together with friends. The 3 of Cups sometimes will have to do with the third party, but I see you going in and out of your creative flow with 3 friends, or 3 different aspects of yourself or something like this. what did I see then? I thought I saw something. A card that was the last reading. So okay, so you in your creative flow, you've got to keep your heart open. You've got to run everything through your heart. I was saying earlier that there's got to be a necessity for a negative energy cleanse, and I see that you are needing to run things through your heart because there's a lot of projection going on, maybe from third parties, possibly. And but also I see good friends. I see a support system here. I see people that you might be able to, even just for a moment, be relaxed with, just figuratively kicking up your feet. So, or literally. So, well, you've got to keep your heart open. And if you have some thought or some confusion, immediately run it through your heart space and sit with that thought and see how it feels in the heart space. And that's how you will know, okay? So your creative flow cannot be interrupted. If you have something to do, you have something to make. Flow state is exactly where you're gonna be here now, and you'll feel the happiest and healthiest as well. Keep your heart open, okay? We've activated it already. So it's all right to go out with friends and enjoy yourself, especially, or to reminisce on that, or maybe even celebrate with friends about whatever you're making here in the world. Anything that would feed your heart chakra. We've got the green and the earth. We've got a lot of third eye and heart chakra elements here in this one. So try to stay in your discerning heart chakra energy, okay, with the kind of people that you can enjoy a tea or whatever with, and just enjoy the sunset. And if there's anything that's coming up about some third party in any way, shape, or form, it could be a coworker, it could be something like that, or it could be a family member coming between you and another family, it could be anything. So, well, when you start to pick up on those thoughts, then you run it through your heart chakra. And if you know that that's not yours, if you've already killed that aspect of that thought or something like that, you can just wash your hands of it and you will feel lighter, okay? So moving forward in the overall principle of vibration, everything is always moving. That is how you and I have become matter, right? So visible. So here we are, number 36, prosperity. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, and soul and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Prosperity. It's so much fun. I love this one. I just think it's so much fun. Live long and prosper, my darling. You have got this high priestess energy with this. Your overall vibration is so prosperous. My goodness. I'm hearing live long and prosper, and the high priestess is like, yeah. Yes, darling. That's right. I'm glad you noticed. With her crystal ball here. The high priestess with her crystal ball. Your overall vibration is with the high priestess and in the frequency of prosperity. My goodness. This is your overall vibration. So you are attracting all kinds of things to yourself. And I see that anything that you invest your focused awareness into is going to flourish, especially because the high priestess is Pisces energy. And as I always love to touch on, Pisces is an amalgamation of all the other signs. And when Pisces is in the deep seas and the ocean where there's no light and it's completely dark, Pisces can grab from anywhere, and that I see you tapping into that kind of alchemist energy. So you can see things through the lens of any of the zodiacs. This is somebody with an expanded open mind frame where they can approach things from different angles and not just like see the forest for the trees or whatever, doing it backwards. This is like somebody who has simultaneously a bird's eye view and is focused on like one small area of the tree. This is crazy. So this high priestess energy, this is a major arcana along with the moon. This is double water energy, very emotional. Your emotional channeling, whatever you put it into, is definitely bringing prosperity here. This is beautiful with the high priestess energy, number 2, 362. Let's get another wave in the highest living light, Spirit, for Aquarius, August 2025. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go. All the cards, please. I kind of just knew that this kind of thing was going to happen next. I kind of knew it. So there's still some things going on here. So although you're in this discerning energy about being independent, you're still having to defend yourself. against naysayers and everything else. And Spirit just wants you to know, continue using your discernment. We all have trials and tribulations. People do come up against us. Keep on clearing your space spiritually. Keep on praying over your life and your family, and also keep exercising. Keep your body so that you can always be aware in your body. This is just the message, okay? The Seven of Spears. So although you're being discerning, so this is just like a pendulum swing. So I just want you to know your headspace is very discerning, and when people try to put pressure or go up against that, just use that discernment and take your time and get a hang of your faculties. Make sure you do your breathing, and if it's still too stressful before you approach these issues, then do an exercise and then approach the issue. These are channeled messages. Moving forward in the heart space, with the belief in the Father of Cups, you have got now the King of Swords, the King of Swords and the King of Cups. Wow. So, okay, so emotions, so the king, so you believe in your emotions, but you also have got some plan for your heart space. So you have got even some rules for your heart. Okay, so you have even made some rules for your heart, like I will do this, I won't do that, I accept this, maybe standards of what you'll believe when it comes to love or intimacy. And I see that actually, that's okay, that's good. So by laying that out and defining it with the Father of Cups energy, and really seeing like, what do I believe when it comes to love, universal, romantic, or otherwise, the King of Swords seems to have put some boundaries around that. Yes, you are loving well, you are loving good, but it needs to be, this King of Swords is coming through to solidify things that are feelings from the heart, to put them into the real world, first of all with words, and then you build it, and then they will come moving forward. So in the principle of correspondence, we've got the sacral chakra, we have got these Two of Pentacles, and I see that in the past you have had lack. You may even right now in your 3D not have as much as you would like or something. Spirit wants you to do not, because this is also associated with the third eye. And we've got the third eye chakra here on the board, and Spirit wants you not to cry. Your surroundings are not what you think they are. Arya Stark is blind in this version, by the way. So there may be something that's stopping you from seeing your sanctuary. Spirit wants you to keep on doing your binary sorting, keep on following your passions. And if you are feeling like you need a sanctuary or something, Spirit says pray, ask us, talk to loving light beings, however you do it. Okay, go into your closet and pray from your heart, and you will see that the sanctuary is there for you. If you would have food and water and shelter before you go on with your travels, you are not obligated to stay there, but it would be prideful not to get the help that you need. I see that with the sacral chakra. So this is strange, because when you have your sacral chakra lit up like this, and then you see this Five of Coins energy, when a person is in Five of Coins energy, they don't want to be intimate. They sometimes will not want that. So I just see that this is getting transmuted or something like that. You're maybe having a damper on your sexual energy because of money problems. I see that changing in the future. Let's move forward here. In the heart space, in what have you changed? What did you change? With Earth and the Moon, you have got Death, another major arcana. When I see the major arcanas in the spread, I think destiny. This person has gotten onto their contractual destined path. Hey. And now with all these major arcanas coming up, let's just talk about it. You have got Death. You went into the Earth. You did something with a moon phase. I don't know. Mother Moon is supporting you. I was saying the dark side of the moon, and now we have got Death, this transformative energy. You started maybe working with nature or your own true nature to not only clean the thought space, the psyche, but also the rest of yourself, the rest of your experience. Okay, and I'm hearing clear vision, clairvoyant. Some of you may be coming into your clairvoyant. So some of you may be coming through your Saturn return as well. Spirit wants you to earth, okay? Wow, this is beautiful. So moving forward here, this is always meant to be. You are always meant to do this. You are always meant to tap into your Scorpio energy and transmute whatever that shit was. Moving forward in the principle of what won't be changed, gender, third eye chakra, the Devil with the Hermit. So also Spirit wants you not only to be relaxed when it comes to this devilish energy. Enjoy it. Give, everything in moderation. Enjoy your life. Enjoy it, because that's going to make your manifestations even better. You may be like me. You don't have the means to even leave the neighborhood, but you can choose to enjoy it with the third eye chakra, because what you think about, you are definitely interacting with a lot, and what we interact with, we then become. So here we are. You've got the Hermit. You did some self-analyzing, and that is why you can hold this double energy. Okay? And this kid, if you remember from the show, he would go into a deep, deep trance state, and he'd be in the astral. So even when you sleep, make sure you're getting enough sleep, okay? Sleep is part of it. It doesn't need to be earned. Spirit wants you to know that you'll have a better job even with your discernment if you are getting enough sleep. And if you are not getting enough sleep, make sure you are taking naps for an hour and a half at a time, or 3 hours at a time. Do it a 90-minute interval, so that you can get at least one REM cycle in, okay? If you are a person who is having trouble or something like this, because you've got to stay tempered a little bit as much as you can, okay, Aquarius? You're very, very forward thinking. Your third eye is bringing all of this wonderful insight, these beautiful codes, whatever it is that you're bringing into the world with this manifestation. And along with that comes riches, and you are going to want to hermit into yourself, maybe take a sabbatical here and there, or just implement alone time into your day every single day. Because how did you change and do such a quantum leap and shift? You got rid of so much programming, but you started earthing. So go ahead and earth, because these are 2 earth signs too. So your third eye chakra is lit right now, Aquarius, and your earth energy is on point with 2 major arcanas, Virgo and Capricorn here, having to do with meticulous money making and getting everything in order so that you lack nothing and can enjoy everything and indulgently, and then having to make sure that everything is accounted for in the inside, and balancing of equilibrium within the person. And I just see this energy coming through of interdependence and not codependence. So it's important, the grounding, because it's the third eye, it won't change. So moving forward in your overall rhythm, we have got, in your overall rhythm, we have got number 4, the heart chakra, with this 3 of cups, where you can celebrate with people and also protect yourself from others. Now you've got the world. This is ending anything with the third party that was causing you trouble, hurting your heart. That is over with, and something better is coming for you, Aquarius. You deserve the world, Aquarius. So it seems like you realized that and you made space. You may have gotten rid of a third party, or somebody who treated you like a third party, or just very nonchalant about you. So it seems like you chose your own world here, and I see even maybe world building in this overall rhythm. Even if you don't realize it, you may be working here and working there, I don't know what. All these different elements might come together in the future and make a whole, and you didn't even realize that would happen. That's what happened with me, with tarot, with the magnets, and astrology, for example. So in geometry, for example, these were all different elements. They came in to make this spread. So what do you have going on? Because I see a completion of an old era, and I see you using tools to do something new. So you've completed an era, you've got the whole world in your hands, and you are probably going to be starting a new fool's journey. Keep your heart open, keep your heart open. And any third parties that would hurt you or anything like that are being removed in the highest loving light, and so it is. So here we go, everybody. We're going to go into the principle of vibration. Everything's always vibrating. Number 36, prosperity, with the high priestess, aka, and the sun, the happiest card in the deck. Okay, Aquarius? Wow. And that is Cancer. So much watery energy, Aquarius. And you are air, but it's like the watery element of air, right? So your emotions may be confusing, but that's because the world hasn't seen something like the way that you combine your ideas and your emotions together. The world hasn't seen that yet, but actually it brings you great joy and happiness, and will bring you prosperity, even if other people do not understand that you are able to, Aquarius, bring these interesting ideas, forward thought, working for the future of humanity, or for the future of your family, or just for the future. I see that you are having to go deep in to this Pisces energy, this deep sea Neptunian energy, so that you can see what there is to choose from. I see that you are not only prosperous in executing whatever it was you found in this energy, but you are finding true happiness. As I said before, this is the happiest deck in the card, and it is also associated with Cancer, which is a water sign having to do with the mother, okay? And love, and just being so purely happy and joyous as you were with your mother when you were a child, showing her your, I don't know, children's novelties, and just so joyous. And I see that you are going to be very prosperous in this energy. This is beautiful. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. What shadows did my Aquarius viewer face in the highest living light? Your spirit, please. You didn't imagine it. I lied to you. And I do wish you well. Something ended. Maybe you were being gaslit. You had to give yourself the, I didn't imagine it. You didn't imagine it. Your higher self said. And you realized, I lied to you. Somebody lied to you. You had to let it go. I wish you well. Let's move forward here. And the messages of closure, please, in response. You didn't imagine it. I was uncomfortable showing emotion. Okay, you didn't imagine somebody was emotionally unavailable for you. I lied to you. I miss our morning coffee. So people just miss you. People just miss your vibe, okay? Well, I mean, these are consequences of our actions. So I do wish you well. So you move forward from somebody. I did not expect to leave. They didn't expect for you to leave, but you had to do it. They miss your morning coffee. I see that. So moving forward, let's get some messages of love here in the highest living light. Messages of love, Spirit, what are they, please? Strictly sexual. You didn't imagine it. I was uncomfortable showing emotion. It was strictly sexual that had to hurt. So you were not thinking of this as strictly sexual. You wanted it to be more. They said it was more. It wasn't. The connection, it was passionate, but not enduring. So I lied to you. I miss our morning coffee. Children are important to this partnership. Okay, so this was having to do with your inner child, I think, getting away with lies or feeling like they had to lie or something like that. Also, your children, it might quite literally be that children are important to this new partnership, since the old one was strictly sexual and you had to face that shadow. I lied to you, and I'm just getting this message, like, children who lie are showing a sign of intelligence, that their mind is playing games with the reality. So maybe some people couldn't expand their mind for these kinds of thoughts, and they were maybe just more authoritarian. So moving forward, I do wish you well. I did not expect to leave. Stability. Your new relationship can stand the test of time. Stability. Okay, that's what I see here. After what you had to walk away from here. Aquarius, nice living light. Let's look into the divine masculine. The hidden truth here with all things intuitive oracle decks. I see life differently now after interacting with you. I want you so badly. You inspire me. This is what the masculine energy is saying. It could be your inner masculine. It could be somebody outside of you. You use your discernment. I see life differently now after having an interaction I don't know with you. I want you so badly. This understanding of a desire. You inspire me. I want you so badly. You're so inspiring to me that I would love to be able to inspire you as well, as what I'm seeing. I see life differently now. Finding out the truth crushed me. You have had to learn some really hard truths. Or this relationship has had to accept some really hard truths, or separately, you and this person had to really endure some truths, which ultimately are what cause you to recognize one another truly on a soul level. So I want you so badly. We will be together soon. You inspire me. I bury myself in work to forget you. So you may be waiting on somebody who's taking long. So they're inspired by you. I don't know. Or maybe you're like buried. Maybe you might be burying yourself in work to avoid this desire that you have for a connection. So you just take it as it resonates. Let's close with the wisdom of the oracle. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for spending this time with me. This has been lovely. It's wonderful. I feel so good when I do these. Thank you very much for your time. All right, here we go. Yang. Oh my gosh, this was the card from the Leo reading earlier. Go for your dreams. Just go for it, you guys. Right? Even if your voice shakes. I love you, Aquarius. Talk soon.